the city of Jinja in Uganda, the source of the Nile. It is here where SafeNet Sacco provides microcredits to entrepreneurs, on average between $300 to $500. Michael Bayakumani is one of the beneficiaries. He runs a small bike taxi business, the so-called Boda Boda.
Before the loan, I had this pushing bike, and then I got a loan. I was able to buy the other motorbike.
Michael is one of over 40 loan clients of SafeNet Sacco, whose business is growing thanks to computers, allowing the company to streamline operations, offer better services and manage loan repayments.
Now when we make reports every month, we see which clients are performing well and which ones are performing worse.
In Uganda, ICT has become a key pillar for development, and public-private partnerships are driving this change. An initiative by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization and Microsoft helps small and medium-sized businesses like SafeNet Sacco purchase affordable, brand-name computers. Uganda Green Computer Company refurbishes computers from the US, Europe and local sources, loads them with genuine Windows software and then sells them for just $175 with a 1-year warranty, helping to narrow Uganda's digital divide and develop the country's ICT economy. Patrick Pitaturi launched the company in July 2008.
And it's really about a partnership. It's something we couldn't have ever done on our own because it needed different stakeholders to be involved, everyone to believe in this and see that we can do something in a sustainable manner, make it profitable, but have a big social impact on the community.
Creating win-win partnerships was a theme of the EU-Africa Business Forum, aimed to improve the business climate in Africa and promote investment. The meeting here in Nairobi convenes during challenging times, with economic growth in Africa expected to be 2.8% in 2009, following 5 consecutive years of growth above 5.5%. However, while world foreign direct investment declined by 20% in 2008, inflows into Africa were up by over 16% to nearly $62 billion due to the surge in prices for raw materials. In an effort to steer away from predominantly commodity-related investments and diversify their economies, participants called for greater regionalism, planting the seeds for a future common market.
It is high time that Africa advocates for a trading bloc in line with the European Union, which has been very successful since inception. It is imperative to note that it is through the trading bloc as a union that we are going to achieve prosperity, well-being of the people, and development in the African region.
It would further offer a buffer against economic downturns.
Europe has performed much better because there's a lot of intra-European trade taking place. And Africa could borrow a leaf from this to see that we strengthen regionalism, we strengthen communication in Africa, we strengthen private sector, because it's the private sector at the end of the day that will produce goods for trade within the continent.
The Secretary General of the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa reiterated the importance of developing regional markets.
Investors are also not going to come to markets where the intra-regional trade is low. Investors will come where we begin to be like Asia.
The EU, Africa's largest trading partner, has pledged over $7 billion in funding, out of which more than $2 billion are designated for regional integration.
Now more than ever, we need good policy in place, a good and enabling framework in place, which is for the public, for the state, for the policy making, and private sector fully exploiting, having access to credit, having access to knowledge, having access to skills in order to take all this challenge together.
The recent completion of the first fiber optic undersea cable, costing $650 million and partly funded by the EU, connecting East Africa with the rest of the world and providing high-speed internet access, has further boosted the region's industry and commerce. The European Commission is calling on private companies to contribute expertise for ICT applications and interconnectivity.
The ICT usage is something new on the continent, and a lot of people still don't realize that in fact, when you are called upon to be more productive, to be more effective, more efficient, especially during this time of crisis, that is the best time actually to call on ICT to help you actually meet those challenges.
With this consignment, have you been having any problems?
At Uganda Green Computer Company, this plea has been answered. More than 600 computers are refurbished and sold every month, enhancing Africa's capacity for development.
A seed was sown at this time in this area, and it's grown into a fantastic tree that has brought benefits to everybody in the region.